Welcome to another interview of the online magazine Society 3.0. We are here with Paul Guyot, and he's the co-founder of Semiocast. Paul, welcome.
Hi.
You are the co-founder of Semiocast, and therefore the first question is, what is Semiocast and what is semantic polling?
So Semiocast is a startup company specialized in analyzing what people say online. And we do what some people call social media research, social media intelligence, or semantic polling. That is, we just process the millions of conversations online to find out what people say. So it's like opinion polling, but applied to online conversations.
And what is the segment of people what you are measuring?
We're measuring everybody expressing themselves, and sometimes it's dozens of thousands of people expressing themselves for a given TV debate or a political election.
Okay, and which companies or political parties are interested in your kind of polling?
We mostly sell to companies, actually, to brands. So we work with luxury brands, with telecommunication brands, mostly. And politics are quite interested in monitoring how people react to their TV performances or to problems they do have with public opinion, especially when there is a crisis. But mostly, I would say we do most of our business with companies.
Okay, and then the companies are focused on commercials. Are politics focused on manipulation of their audience?
No. Companies are focused on finding out how people react to or what they think about the product. So they focus on marketing or communication, not really about commercials mostly.
Okay.
But, sometimes, indeed, you can try to measure the impact or the success of a commercial campaign or ads campaign, but most of the time just about what people say about their products, whether they're happy with it or customer service and so on. Politics are not really trying to manipulate the opinion online through our services. I mean, they do, but we spot them. But through our services, they're not trying to manipulate social media. Instead, we're just going to tell them what people discuss, what topic arises, and of course we do spot, which something we don't do, but we do spot usage of bots to post fake tweets and so on, and just to eliminate them or to say this is what's happening right now.
Okay. When semantic polling is used in the good hands of the objective and independent person, it can maybe lead to a kind of form of democracy, direct democracy or liquid democracy. What do you think about that?
I'm not sure this is correct. Well, semantic polling is just a new way to find out what people are thinking, or rather saying, because it's not about what they're thinking, but what they are saying online. And it's a way to have quite quickly an overview of how people react to a given topic. Would it be climate change, long-term topics, or same-sex marriage, just when you're passing the law, which is a more short-term? On the other hand, the question of having good hands or bad hands, with the tools we're developing, we're able to look at individuals. And I would say this is a problem that may arise, because eventually you may try to focus on the individuals who just are the people you need to convince to vote. And this actually raises questions in terms of ethics or legal point of view, because in some countries it's forbidden to do this. So this is the difference I would make.
Okay. Is there another way then that semantic polling can foster democracy?
I don't know. I mean, you mean beyond what we're doing today? I'm not sure. I mean, well, citizens could use this eventually, just to find out, just to stress that the topic they're very interested in are actually discussed, while politics just try to ignore them. So this could be a way it could be used.
Then we can move to another other aspect, and it's actually the side effects of semantic polling. We already discussed kind of the damage that it does to the privacy of the individual, but is it legally, can you legally use semantic polling to track people, to monitor them?
We do have lawyers who just process this for us, so we're safe to say that we process all data anonymously, And when we don't, we just have a contract with our client to say, you take the responsibility. So, and in this case, there is, of course, a lot of legal bindings. We need to encrypt data and make sure that it cannot be stolen. And we respect this. Okay. But otherwise, we try to respect the law and the privacy of individuals.
And as consumers, should we be concerned about those technologies?
This is the same, actually. This is exactly the same things that could happen. I mean, as consumer today, and it's increasing, you're being tracked by what you're seeing online. And today, the commercial interest, which is not something we're doing, but that could be done, is just to push you advertising that's tailored to what you've been seeing online. And this is happening with Google, and this is going to happen with Twitter and Facebook. So, as a consumer, you're just living this now.
Okay. Then the last question. Semantic polling it's part of a transition of analysis from traditional polling to a future whereby privacy will be damaged more and more, probably. What do you expect from this technique over 10 years? How would it develop?
Okay. I'm not sure privacy is being damaged, because eventually we only analyze what people say publicly online. So it's what people decide to say. So it's not really damaging privacy. It's just that eventually you may be contacted by a politician or a brand just because they think you're a good target with something you might not want. But otherwise, privacy is not damaged by semantic polling. The other aspect is, indeed, what is happening, especially with brands, but also with politics, is they do realize that traditional techniques do not work as well as they've been promised. Like a traditional pollster, they're going to not really able to predict the result of elections so well as what they've been saying. And even if they do, they're not really able to tell you or tell the politician what are the topics they should discuss and what are the topics that makes much more sense for their constituency or for their electorate. And this is where semantic polling is so strong, because very easily, by looking at what people say online, we have a huge qualitative data that you do not have with traditional polling. So this is the difference. And where it's going tomorrow, probably we're going to earn more and more market share to traditional pollster by basically providing more interesting data and processing larger amount of data. We are a big data company, actually, because we're processing millions and millions of conversations.
Okay. Well, thank you very much. This was another interview of Society 3.0, the online magazine. We thank you very much. This was Guyot.
Thank you.
This is Ploegman. Thank you very much.